Hey everyone, I'm Joe with Metro Heating and Cooling.
And I'm Justin Jobe. I'm with Enertech USA.
And today on the HVAC show, we're going to be going over geothermal.
All right, guys, once you got your wiring done on your unit and your relays, and you have the constant 240 volts running to your variable speed pump, now you're ready to fire the unit off and see what that looks like. So right now, we're going to go ahead and start the unit up in Y1. This will start in first stage compressor. Right there. So now you heard the contactor run, and here just in a second you'll start to see we're going to get some water flow, and you can see that start to climb there. And you can see up here that we're heat pump is in stage 1. Stage 1 is on, stage 2 is off. Right now our variable speed pump is pulling 42 watts and we're running at 6.4 GPM. Now we just set this up and we set it up for 6 GPM in first stage. So it is going to hunt a little bit as it's trying to achieve its 6 GPM, and it's gonna kind of adjust its RPM accordingly. You can see the watts will start to bounce around a little bit. You can see they're dropping as it's trying to hunt to get down to 6 GPM. Now, if I hit either the up or down arrow, it takes me to this screen right here. And up in the left-hand corner, we can see entering water temperature. Upper right is leaving water temperature. Lower left is K BTU. This is how many BTUs per hour we're pulling from the ground loop. And then in the lower right-hand corner, you have your flow rate. So you can see our flow center for the first go around here, it achieved its target relatively quickly. Your experience might be slightly different. It may take a few minutes for it to get right on its set point of flow, but it will get there. So once this thing does have some memory built into it, so after it has enough run cycles, it will know that it generally for first stage, maybe the pump's only running at 40% or something. And so it will remember that and fire up at that location. So now you can see it drop just below 6 GPM. Again, it's trying to find the perfect sweet spot of power consumption versus output. So it wants to use as little power as possible to get the job done. So yeah, we're down to 36 watts, 35 now, and we're still at 5.9 GPM. So, but it will eventually even out right on 6. And then if we turn on second stage and go to Y2, which we could do right now, we're going to see stage 2 goes to on, just like that. And now our variable speed pump ramps up, and in this case, where our target is 9 GPM. So you can see here, for the first time, it's overshooting, and it again will start to hunt. It will surge up and down as it tries to find its perfect happy spot at 9 GPM. But again, going over what's visible on the screen, you have the stages of heat pump, and they will say either on or off. Down here, you have, this is one pump running. This happens to be just a single pump flow center. If this were a 2-pump flow center, it would tell you whether or not you had 1 or 2 pumps operating. You have your flow rate on the bottom here, and then the watts that this pump is pulling up in the top right. If, like I said, you can hit the down or the up arrow to toggle between these two screens. But when you go to the other screen, you have entering water temperature. And in this particular situation, we're looking at 56 or 57.6 degrees. We have a leaving water temperature of 51.8. So right now we are in the heating mode, and looks like we're pulling around 26,000 BTUs out of the ground. We're flowing right at 9.2 GPM. So, this is a really great tool for a service tech to look at, as well as being really great information for the homeowner. In this particular situation, when you install a flow center like this, the homeowner can actually see what they're getting out of the ground. They can actually visually watch how many BTUs they're pulling from their yard, and it gives them something to look forward to or brag about. And I really think it's a welcome addition onto any geothermal system in a residential setting. The variable speed technology has gotten so good that these flow centers do an amazing job.